What did you do today?
I talked to Tim Kopra on the space station. If someone wants to be an astronaut when they grow up, what should they be doing now as a kid to prepare? Over.
You know, that is a great question. There are three things you could do. One is study and work really hard in school. The second is set big goals for yourself because they'll motivate you and excite you. And the third thing is always play nice with others.
How proud of your students were you?
I was extremely proud because the students that I had, they were extremely young. So most of the kids here were in 8th grade. Michaela, who asked the first question, was a 3rd grader, and Rebecca was a 5th grader. So I was really amazed that they were able to hold their own, especially with all the people and the cameras and the time pressure that they were under. I was extremely proud of them.
A day they and you will remember forever, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is something that they've been talking about. I mean, we've been preparing for it for a long time. UAH has brought us in twice to prep them, and this is how the space station works. This is how the communication is going to go. So they've been extremely excited about it. I don't even know if they thought it was really real. So the fact that it happened was amazing, and I'm just so glad that they, as these little kids, get to have this experience that's going to follow them forever.
How many times did you practice your question to yourself?
Maybe 100 times, just in my head, silently, and then a few times out loud.
What was your question?
My name is David, and my question is, what everyday task on Earth is the hardest in space? Over.
You know, the hardest thing about living in space is different than zero-G is everything floats, right? So you can't put something on a table and expect it to come back. You have to be very meticulous in terms of how you take care of all your things. Over.
Were you surprised by his answers, or was it pretty much what you thought he would say?
It was what I was expecting, because when you're in space, so many different things, it's very different from Earth.
I was the one asked, what is your sleep schedule?
And what did he say?
The same as ours.
Yeah, it was really cool. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I was smiling the whole time when they actually started talking. My name is Lauren. What do astronauts do for fun on the ISS? Over.
For fun here on ISS, I think all of us love to take photographs because we have the Earth to take pictures of, and it's an amazing thing to photograph. But also we have an internet protocol telephone to call family and friends, and we can watch movies on our iPad. Over.
I saw a big grin on your face. What was the actual feeling when your students got up and asked questions?
I was proud, very proud, to see them be able to do something that most people can't do or wouldn't be able to do. To see them be able to do that was really, really just a very proud moment, very proud moment. I would encourage more schools to try to get involved with these things. Any activities that you can do that take it out of just rote learning in the text and give kids a real and relevant experience, they're more likely to remember those things, and you may spark an interest in them that could drive them to become the next astronaut or the next great engineer, anything of that nature.
What did you ask him?
Did you put any ranch on that lettuce growing in space?
And what did he say?
I hate to disappoint you, but I got here after the lettuce. But if I had been here with the lettuce, I would have made sure to bring some ranch dressing over.
So did you learn a lot about the veggie experiment? Is that why you were interested in it?
Yes, and also I was feeling very hungry that day. No breakfast, no lunch, no nothing.
Uh-oh, you better go eat. Tell us about the preparation before today and getting here to be able to be ready to speak to a crew member on the ISS.
Well, the club came to our school and they prepared us and they asked us questions, and we wrote the questions on note cards, and they chose us from asking the questions on the note cards, and me and my friends were chosen to do this. Was it hard to adjust to zero gravity? Over.
The first time was a little bit more difficult, but the second time it was not that difficult to adjust to zero gravity. I just have to learn how to be more graceful over time, and after 2 months, I think I'm almost there. Over.
Tell us about the experience.
It was pretty fun overall because it's mostly a once-in-a-lifetime thing unless you do this for a job or a living. And it was pretty fun because I mean, it was mostly nerve-wracking at the beginning, but like the second time I went around, it was pretty easy.
The ISS is flying over and your students are getting to talk to them.
And I have so many chill bumps. I can't imagine doing this as a student. As an adult, I'm so excited, and I know my students are. But just having the opportunity to come and talk to somebody on the space station and then, you know, have that experience and know what the career that they have and some of those things that are required for those careers, that's what our students are learning, and it is the most wonderful opportunity for them. It is a tremendous opportunity for them to see what they're learning in the classroom with science and math, and then how that applies to real world.
As a STEM teacher, I'm sure you want to see all of your students doing something like this one day.
I do, and I have told all of them that have been coming to this event today that I expect to see them either doing mission planning or talking to me on the International Space Station in a few years.